Join us every week for coaching and Q&A. You'll learn how to get more listings signed and sold following the simple and fun EZ listing method. Plus, find hidden gem tips and get motivated as you surround yourself with like-minded peers in this weekly mastermind. Let's jump in.
So, hey, Michelle, can I ask you a question?
You can ask.
Okay, cool. Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me a question.
I'm goofing with you. Hey, I tried uploading the document for my listing into the site. I don't have the photographs yet, so it's not letting me finish it. Is that on purpose?
Right now, it's set to do everything all at once in order to save things.
Okay. All right. Well, then hopefully I'll get the photos today. They were taken on Friday, so hopefully the guys got them put together and I can get that up and finished and into the system. Because we're going.
Eventually, one of the things we're working on the website is to be able to have a place where you can edit your listing. So once that gets done, then you'll be able to do a part of it here and then come back in and edit it. Otherwise, you have to send it to me for me to download on my computer to then to upload to the site.
Well, that sounds like a lot more work for you that you don't need. Yeah, you're welcome. No, because basically the MLS we've got down here, we can start loading things in and just, leave it as unfinished before we actually, push the launch button, so I was just wondering if that was going to happen down here too.
That's on the list, on our web designers list.
It's on the list. Okay, cool. That's great.
It's coming.
Yep. Hey, good morning, everybody else. Everybody else, get some coffee. Come on. We got to start chatting that thing up. Joy, I see you, but I don't hear you.
I see her.
I do. I see
Can you
her
hear
too.
me?
I think we're doing well.
Good.
Really excited. So are you getting ready to basically step into the big guy's shoes and start, guiding us to where we're actually going to learn more stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we're happy to set up extra trainings if that's what you guys are looking for. We'll be doing the trainings for the master training, I believe every Wednesday. So adding new people. And then, yeah. So again, if you guys have suggestions on training or would like an extra training on something, please email me. And I'm happy to set that up.
Amazing.
I got some too. I know.
Yeah.
Is there
That's
a
why I'm on you.
training is there a training this Wednesday?
There is a training this Wednesday,
And
yes.
what are the times? I didn't know that.
It will be from 12 to 2 Central Standard Time. Is that correct, Robert?
Yeah, so it's same time as all of them are, Normalina. That's 10 Pacific, 11 Mountain, 12 Central,
wasn't
1
aware.
Eastern.
Good morning, everyone.
Master training. Normally,
Yeah, good
you
morning,
started
everyone.
and finished it, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So part of it will be review and then we'll get it wrapped up for you.
Are all the trainings automatically posted in the private Facebook group? The agent Facebook group?
Guess that's a cat question.
I
That's okay.
believe I'm seeing that they are, so I don't know if it's the way that it is, but that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, so we use it. It's a Monday at 12. We'll have just the master training. So if you've already gone through master training, then you don't need to worry about that on Wednesday. And then Thursdays at 12. And again, if anyone has and Thursdays is different topics.
The topics.
So
Right. I have Monday and Thursday locked in my calendar.
Mhm.
But I haven't locked in any other training.
Exactly.
Correct. That's correct. And so Wednesday will be a one-time training for everybody to do it once at their designated time or chosen time.
correct.
And
Yeah,
and that time again is what?
12 to 2 p.m. If you want to be invited, I can send you an invite to that class.
Thank you.
Normally to
Yes.
Martin, Joy, and Kenneth Collins.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And
Well,
put
Samantha Burnett.
Joe Petno and all
Welcome.
his team.
Thank
Kevin
you.
Rich
Hi,
wants
Misha.
in on it. What's up, Kevin? You're
Hi,
muted
all.
there. Hiya. Samantha, where's that Melvin Burl dude?
He's doing his morning calls. Hi, everyone.
Tell him he needs like call me, but not like 25 million hours after I call him.
Okay.
Tell him he's annoying me. So he's got to get this master training going too with all his peeps. So the one that's on Wednesday, we got to condense down to 2 hours so there's no more excuses for people not to go through it and get it done.
Okay.
5 weeks, I get it, but you know what? 2 hours, no way. No way, Jose. So hey, you guys, quick update. Frank, I don't know if you know, but we did get that, we converted that, the guy who had the listing that lost it because offer, whatever it
Open
is.
You mean the Novation?
Yeah, but yeah, did you know we got it?
Yes.
All right. So anyways, we just for everybody else too, with all these new things that we're adding into our system, we're not just a one-dimensional, transparent listing platform. We are a full service real estate company. You've got several things that you're going to be able to offer sellers to help them make a little bit more money, which should help you guys make a little bit more money. But we are a full-time real estate investment company. We are a lead gen company. We've got 2 marketing companies that have joined us. Probate Mastery, for all of you that know that, Kevin, I think you came in through that program. Bruce is joining the ownership team here, which that's Probate Mastery, and then a divorce, and then we got some. Anyway, so we're just a full-rounded company. We can do as much as Zillow does for the buyers. We can do that much for sellers, except be more ethical about it, not steal your money to do it. So anyway, so we are moving in this new millennium. I keep saying we're going to announce it. We're working on the buy-sell agreements between all the owners right now in case something were to happen. Make sure their families get covered. And I didn't think it would be as hard as process as it is to put this stuff together, but make sure everybody's protected and their families and spouses and yada, yada, yada. It's more work than I thought. So once we get that done, we'll formally announce it to everybody. And there might be a name change coming up. There might not be. One of the guys that's coming aboard is a branding specialist. Hey, does anybody know Porsche, Patagonia, Target? Anybody know those names?
Yeah, her quite a bit of them actually.
So you know those names because of the guy who did the marketing for him. He's also come aboard.
Cool.
So, anyways, so I'm not real sure. It'd be kind of fun to watch what he does for us. But he's creating a category for us. So, and so today is for all of you. Couple new faces have been around for a while. Kevin, Samantha. Is there you guys? Do you have any questions about where we're going, what we're doing? Do you have any questions on the processes? Any questions that Joy is moving into the training role? I'll be helping her for the next month. Make sure we got everything covered. And so she's another person that's come on with the ownership as well, and giving up her very, very, very successful real estate business, and very qualified to and has a passion to help you guys succeed, which I love about our team. And so anyway, the floor is yours. You guys can go ahead and ask us. Yes, you can Michelle, me, Joy, and even Frank has had some prolific stuff. So one of the things that I want to I want to say about Frank Macri in my celebrity squares. He's down in the middle, right under Kevin. But when he had his aha moment with the master training, it was just like, you know what? I get this. But when he's talking to a seller, it's either seller, you understand all the process and agree with them, or it's non-negotiable. We're just not going to put it on the site. We'll just take it traditional. And again, I've had to fight with sellers, that let their parents or let somebody get in the way of making a good decision. Mona and I are renting a home in Seattle area. It's the home that we've had listed for 6 months that wouldn't play the game. Their father had told them, started at a stupid price, and he's a real estate expert. And so what does he do? What brokers does he work for? Oh no, he sells furniture. Oh, great. And after 2 months having it listed, not anybody looking at it, overpriced, they asked if they could take it off and put it on the platform. Well, can we do it your way now? And, unless we let it reset, we can't do that because it looks like a kind of a bait and switch program for that. So it's when you learn what this does and you understand what it does for the sellers, and when you have that perfect event, where you're getting 20 offers on the program and your sellers just going like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. They're sending you texts of their heads exploding every time an offer comes in. That's what this platform does for you. And the beautiful thing is these investors that have come on into the ownership, does everybody know a real estate investor? I mean, these guys are spending anywhere from 5 to 50 grand a month on marketing. And this company, the Adam that has brought his company into this thing, we got a video testimonial of him. He's closed 5 leads in 2 months. He's got another one closing this week. And the beautiful thing about it is because of the buyer's premium, they call them non-converted leads, which means they were leads that should have gone into the trash. And because we can manipulate and move around the buyer's premium, that they were able to take those non-converted leads and actually do something with them. So now all of a sudden, this REI sector, we can go out and offer this all to everybody that's doing this type of process and let them know that. Has everybody seen that video? Does everybody want to see it? Yeah, let's show
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I gotta find it.
Yes.
Oh.
So when a 0 goes to a 1, that's just, we all know, is a beautiful thing. And so we don't need a lot of those stories, just 1 or 2 of those stories that ABZ said, hey, I was dead in the water. This is the circumstance. If I went normal offer, normal realtors, normal traditional MLS or whatever that is, and it was dead in the water. But then I had this other idea, this other platform, this other, path. And I turned a 0 into 8 grand, or I turned a 0 into 30 grand. Just one of those stories is a game changer.
So everything I've put on this platform, Greg, just to give you an idea, was a 0. Was a 0.
Really?
No other investor could have done it.
Wow.
How many,
Adam, how many have you done?
I think we've done 3, 4, 5.
I think you're up to 5. He's done a 0 every month. He's turned a 0 every month into a 1. So, I mean, that's 12 zeros into 12 ones if he keeps that rate. And once he gets going, he'll probably double or triple it, right?
Yeah.
That's
When we can open this thing up and bring in that many more components on it, that 0 ought to go up to 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So can everybody see down below here this 10,960 and the 22,000?
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
So this company made $22,000 on the Novation part themselves. This 10,960 they also, through the buyer's premium, charge a 3% investment fee. So if you were to take 10,960 and divide it by 4, it comes out to 2740. Our company, the 1%, this home sold for $274,000. We were paid $2740. The rest of this $8,200 went down to them. They made $30,000 on a $274,000 home. And again, a non-converted lead on top of it. And so this Greg Bilbro, he's a lead generator. He's part of GeoFlip. He was doing all the investment advertising for the REI guys. Adam right here is he's an REI investment guy. These guys, all these 6 deals have closed came from him on there, and so we are. And the cat's got a better looking one. I can't believe I couldn't find why. Maybe she sent it to this one. Let's see here. Nope. Let's see what this one is. That's our is everybody heard our little slogan? Let's see.
Yeah, I think they're all on that YouTube channel.
Are they on the YouTube channel?
I think so.
Has anybody been to our YouTube channel lately? It's probably a good thing to check out because every time I go to them, I'm just going like, what the heck?
And it's good to watch these videos to get other, especially if you haven't closed a house on the platform or if you've only closed a couple, it's always good to familiarize yourself with, success stories, because then those are ones you can just reiterate to clients as well. So
74. Your company made over $30,000. Is that correct? That's correct. How much are you guys making?
So Robert, we can hear, but we can't see.
So that's stupid.
I was like waiting for it to show up, and I'm like, it's not showing up.
Unbelievable. Sorry, guys. Premium helps you on the non-convertible leads.
Yeah, the buyer's premium helps because you're not covering the commission costs. If you're doing a typical contract, that a real estate investor is going to do, it has them covering any fees associated with getting the property closed. So that's the agent costs, right? So that's all covered by the buyer's premium. So you're playing with an additional minimum 6%. Because of the platform, we're taking leads that cannot be converted otherwise into any other service that we offer, cash offer, Novation, etc. And we're able to use that buyer's premium and monetize those leads. Can't find that anywhere else.
He's turned a 0 every month into a 1. So, I mean, that's 12 zeros into 12 ones if he keeps that rate. And once he gets going, he'll probably double or triple it, right?
Yeah. When we open this thing up and bring in that many more components on it, that 0 ought to go up to 5 or 6.
Yeah.
See, I think I can teach you REIs how to really make money off of these.
There's all kind of stuff on here, you guys. If you haven't been on these real estate platforms, you should come and you should actually even join it. Every time Cap puts something new on there, it comes on. But there's 159 videos that are good stuff. Here's another. This is kind of interesting. I won't play it all.
Robert is an effing genius, and I say this with confidence. It's like just true. When you see the thing that he built.
Does everybody know the $1 billion boardroom for real estate? It's a mastermind community.
No, I'm not familiar with it.
All right. So basically these guys pay about 20 grand a month to be a part of this. And take a listen to what this is. One of the guys on the board, just a very, very, very smart young man. I think he's in his late 20s, early 30s. But just if you want to listen to why the REIs are jumping all over this is so this guy does his group to get to be a part of this thing, they got to do like $100 million in transactions, or 100, of sales, of gross sales. But if you want to take a listen, this is why we're going to just explode.
It's just the prettiest thing I have seen in years.
My hunch is he has solved the problem that every wholesaler trying to move a deal has been trying to solve for a very long time.
So we made a transparent offer platform. And if I were to ask you, is we can offer for them not to pay the commissions on the buyer or seller side. And the highest one I've ever had go up is $298,000. The transparency is what works the best.
Whatever, 50 deals a year, and every deal is a $400,000 house, and times 10
for the sellers. Then we can do whatever the hell we want with it.
That's awesome.
And then the third one is if the seller says, I'm going to pay you, Mr. Listing Agent, but I'm not going to pay your buyer's agent, then we utilize the buyer's premium to be a generation company, a full service marketing company, and then we utilize the buyer's premium to be put into the top of the home so the buyer's agent gets full commission rather than this NER bullshit that they're pulling.
Got it. Makes complete sense. You guys definitely perked my ears up. So
we just changed the company over, Mariano. We are a brand spanking new company now.
Got it.
We've become a full service lead generation company, a full service marketing company, and a full service real estate firm for everybody.
Awesome.
We're not one dimensional anymore.
Awesome. And that's the key. That is 100% the key. Is there anything that you guys are doing that you are outsourcing that you haven't or are not in the process of bringing in-house?
The only thing right now is telemarketing. Let me tell you why. 29 leads that our marketing department scraped up, 20 of those turned into listings.
Whoa.
This is the beauty of the people that we brought into this thing, because we may even broaden your horizons.
Yeah. Well, you are, because this is technically still the traditional side, which I've basically warded off and kind of sworn off, but there's so much more to be had on the traditional side than the off-market side.
Yeah. Okay.
And the fact that it's so much more transparent and all the other pieces is very attractive to me. So,
well, the other thing is too, we got approved through all that. The other thing that separates me. It took me 2 years to get approval. We had an attorney work out with the NER and the MLSs. We got approved through all of them in the 48 contiguous states.
Oh, that's big.
So people can always say, well, I'm going to build one too. Go ahead. Let's see you get approved by every MLS and let's see how long that takes.
Have fun with that. Let me know how it works out.
Yeah. I'll even give you the numbers.
Yeah. Gotcha. But hey, number one, great business. Great angle, great, I guess, mission statement, right? This whole transparency, it's fucking awesome. Super interested. Let's see what we can do with it. My whole thing is scale. So if there's a way to help do that, I'm in.
You got my phone number in that email I sent you. Feel free to, I don't answer the phone on Sundays mornings, but that's the only time. So
I appreciate it. Robert, thank you, sir.
Appreciate
You're the best. Mario, you're the man. Have a good one.
Likewise, guys.
Everybody.
See ya.
Peace out. So somewhere he had brought up that we would be, he's going to put us in for the Real Estate Disruption Award with this group of people. And if I don't understand what that is, but according to Greg, it's like that would, change our directory as a business. But every single person, every attorney, every person that we've come into contact and introduced this new system that we're doing, every one of them are just kind of saying, oh my God, this is like, it's too good to be true. That we were the first ones doing this and yada, yada, yada. So we are going to be picking up more leads and we know what to do with. That's why it's important that you guys get trained, you go through the master training, and that you understand that, as this stuff comes down the pike, I mean, you realize how many REI guys that are dying for something like this? I didn't know until a month ago. But, when we can take non-converted leads and do something, it's absolutely absolutely amazing with what's going to happen. And not only that, you know, we're starting with the for sale by owners. We're not buying a list. We're actually going through and using some geofencing technology to get these names and numbers before you guys get them. That starts tomorrow, by the way, for all those of you who have signed the agreement and uh, um, we have gone through the master training. But when those leads come out, they go to a call center in Toronto, Canada. She's making a phone call, then she puts a ton of notes into the call, and then we've got somebody from our company that'll be doing a double check call to make sure that they are alive and just make sure that they really are going to be listing their home and that they're a viable candidate. And by the time you get them, they should be chomping at the bit to talk to you. So they're not a Zillow lead where you got 10 seconds to work with them. Oh, and then the other thing too is you have to go through that training that we did on Last Topic Thursday. There is a video that I can send out to anybody that didn't go through that. There is a code at the end of that you have to send in to Jeff, and we'd be happy to send that out to you as well. But right now we have 21 people that have actually 14 have gone through the master, sent the FSBO code word that Jeff picked out. And so out of 14, we have 865 leads to start working those territories starting tomorrow. So we need to grow the agent base because I think he's got almost 10,000 leads, and we're only working the first 1,000 of them. So we need to get everybody else on board and even go out and find some more agents to cover the U.S. Down there. So that's another very cool thing that we have going. So anyway, that's kind of some of the new stuff. I'll open it up for any questions, any response that anybody wants to say.
And does anyone have any questions? Is there anything that anyone is currently struggling with that they would like answered, or?
I have a question on the training, the master training. Has a schedule been released for that yet?
Yes. So master training will be every Wednesday from 12 to 2 p.m. So there is one this Wednesday. If you'd like to be invited, just
I've already got his.
Oh,
I
okay.
got him and a bunch of others that I'll be getting.
Okay.
So Kevin, we haven't set up the link yet. We're doing that after this class.
Okay.
We'll get Kat set us up something so it'll be the same link, same yada yada yada, same yada yada yada. I imagine it's gonna be this link that we're on right now.
Okay.
If I had to guess on there, but they're all the trainings are 10. They start at 10 Pacific, 1 Eastern. They Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then there will also be some other trainings coming up. Like, I know Adam's chomping at the bit to do a class and help everybody understand the REI side of this. Bruce Hill will be doing his stuff with the probate, divorce, and he'll be doing some separate stuff. So be in tune. I probably the best source is Facebook, I would imagine, to get the information if you're not getting through email. And I don't know what happens to our emails, you guys. I guess sometimes they're going in the spam, so make sure you're checking your spam folder and then doing the thing you have to do with your Google thing so it doesn't go to spam anymore on there. So what else we have for you?
Well, you said Wednesdays, 12 to 2. How many Wednesdays?
One Wednesday, 2 to 2.5 hours.
It'll be one. The master class is now down to like a couple hours. Yes.
So
just one time.
Okay, got it.
That's because you don't have this annoying guy talking too much.
We have Miss Efficiency.
What else we got?
Hey, something that was brought up a while ago. The class.
Facebook.
for YouTube and then Facebook.
Yep.
And
all coming, Frank.
okay, just have some good lead time. That would be great. And personally, if it could be scheduled for a Monday, that's the best day of the week for me. Just put my 2 cents in.
Yeah, we might want to start doing the Mondays for courses because we're not getting a lot of questions from you guys yet. We might want to start doing that additional content. Maybe that'll be our we move into our, when the I don't know. I what do you think, Michelle? Joy?
I was just thinking, since we don't get a lot of random questions on Monday, go ahead and use that time for your multiple hour course. And Wednesday is your 2-hour class on the master training. And then Thursday you have down to right about an hour, maybe hour and a half for your topic Thursday.
Yeah, we could do on like Marketing Monday. So we could.
There's even a catchy name for it.
Yeah, I think that would be great, because again, I'm not of the generation that lives on social media. And so learning that stuff is a bit challenging. So yeah, no, that would be helpful.
But you also got to remember too, you guys, that if it were easy to do, everybody would be doing it. And it's something that you have to, because algorithms, targeting and retargeting, they change stuff constantly. We can certainly get you started, but you also have to be in tune with, and we try to keep you up on the changes as well. But you got to keep in mind that you got to be hitting 3 different things at the same time. Yeah, having a YouTube channel, maybe the first thing is having a YouTube channel, driving people to traffic. Does everybody have a funnel website? So
No.
we're going to start offering those coming up here pretty quick. It'll be reasonable. And so basically it's just a way for you to funnel people into different areas so that they get information on you and what you do. So, and then now that we've got this REI stuff coming aboard, I mean, these funnel websites now will blow the sellers away because you can attack anything and all seller leads.
Robert.
Yeah.
This is Ken. I have 2 quick questions. Number one,
Sure.
Is Easy building their own CRM? Number one. And number 2, on title and escrow, are you recommending that we use the same title and escrow that Easy uses all the time, rather than trying to train the escrows and title people we use to handle it?
I just, for your title companies that you have great relationships, just give me the people that you use and let me do a 5 to 10 minute training with them.
Okay.
I was gonna say, if they catch on fast, the ones that we've done, we just explained to them the difference in a couple minutes, and they had it. It was no problem. And we did it with different title companies in escrow, and they're pretty quick.
And Kenneth, they're in LA as well. That's Melvin
Yes.
Burrell and his team. So
I'm where Samantha is. Yes, close to where Samantha is.
By a few hours, I'm kidding.
Compared to us up here in Washington, you're in the same neighborhood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's 2 hours east of us.
Yes. 2 hours. But close enough. Closer than probably the rest of you.
It really is just a simple phone call to the title that we will be sending an invoice down, and this is what the invoice looks like. And if you have any questions, how things move around, and okay, so it's going to go this way. We're like, okay, thank you. Just keep us updated on closing dates.
And the new addendum that we have, the disclosures came from title attorneys at the companies that we've been using. So not smart enough to write up legal jargon like that. So, but it came from some title attorneys as well. So it just makes everything, everything about what we do and my wife couldn't put it any better, is there's no hidden agendas from what we do, and everything is disclosed.
And I think, Robert, I think that's what baffles to tell the honest to God truth. I think that's what's baffling the agents. And when I try to explain it to them, what do you mean? You mean you're going to let this buyer see? You're going to let the buyer see the offers coming? Yeah, that's how it works. Everybody sees it. Not only the buyer, you as the buyer agent gets, how does this work? And then I have to go over it again. So I'm working with agents actually in Long Beach, and I'm trying to introduce it to them because they're with a partner broker. I know. So I'm yeah, I think that's for one of I don't see anything wrong with the website and the process, just thinking in linear terms, except when you say, oh, it's all transparent. Transparent. It's like it's a shock. It's like they, and now that's a telling to me, that's a telling indication of where our industry has come to the point where just mentioning the word transparent and actually being transparent is almost like a unknown entity, right? So I'm great. I'm really my new website. It launches today, so I'm excited about getting it up and going. So I just know that it's a refreshing thing to be a part of, because it is, Robert, as you've said, it is absolutely transparent.
We all know buyers that would have said, if I known that, I would have paid more for the home.
Exactly.
How in the hell does that process represent anybody in good faith?
It doesn't.
Doing it traditionally.
Yeah, and it's interesting. You'll hear at first, you'll hear buyers agents push back a little bit often, just because it's new, because they don't understand, and they're confused, and you just have to stand your ground in that arena and just say, hey, this is going to be a better choice for you. One, first of all, you're going to get paid, and you know exactly what you're going to get paid. And two, this is an advantage for your buyer. And usually once I've let them know those two things, then they're a little more at ease and on board. Because a lot of times they'll just, well, I don't understand this. I have to learn a whole new thing. And you're like, look, just, put that aside. This is very, very simple. It's a very simple process. You need 2 documents for your buyers to upload in order to even submit an offer. I'm like, if you can order from Amazon, you can put an offer on the site. So anyone can do this. It's so simple, and it's going to make your job easier. You know what you're going to get paid. Your buyer knows exactly what they can bid on. They have the choice to go higher or not. And so again, because of that transparency and because of the way it's built, it's going to make your job easier. So don't just people, they're just going to put the stops on it just because it's new. And so you just have to overcome that.
They really do, Joy. And I think every time I think I've heard it all, I hear something new. They'd rather put in, can I just write the full offer? I'm like, why don't you wait until your offer is selected to fill out that whole document? Why not just submit those 2 pieces of paper to me? No, I want to do it the old way.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
I actually had a buyer's agent say, I would never put a bid on a property for a client. I mean, I literally sat by room and went, huh? Isn't that what you're doing when you're writing up a full offer? Is putting in a bid or an offer to the fairly synonymous terms here on a client? I would just do the full offer.
Okay. What do you say, Michelle? Okay.
Back to the listing agent.
Yes. It's just new. And so again,
listen, the best way to overcome the objection nowadays after the NAR lawsuit, and again, for all of you that think the sellers are going to keep buyers' commission and keep paying them, they're not supposed to right now. But yet we're running status quo. I think all through the United States again. There still is another class action lawsuit that hasn't been settled. The difference is it's not just 3 states with, I think they had 12 or 13 sellers. This is all 50 states and they have 300,000 sellers that are part of this class action suit. So the best thing to say is, listen, my seller wants this to be 100% transparent. He wants your buyers to be able to decide on whether they want this home or not.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a
Exactly.
nice, simple thing since the NER lawsuit. The NER lawsuit for the homes that we've done have actually made it easier. Mona and I don't come across any objections anymore. We got another one coming up this week or two, and it's a condo, and it's just we don't come up with objections ever. And anyways, but it's out there for the taking, and for people that don't understand what transparency does, you should probably get out of the business and go do something else. So,
Yeah, I agree, Robert. I had a question on the CRM. The EZ CRM are you building your own CRM or?
yes, we are.
Okay,
It should be out. I gave them a deadline of May 25th. It'll be out before that.
great, excellent. That's my total line of questioning.
Very good. What else you guys have?
I know somebody mentioned about just some marketing. There's so many ways to market the opportunity, and you don't have to, if you are not comfortable doing it social media wise until you get that training, or until there's just, I mean, you can simplify it down to sending out mailers. Heck, you can print flyers and put them in mailboxes. Like I mean, there's so many opportunities to be able to market the platform. Even if you're just doing a video that you send out via text or via email to clients and just letting them know, hey, all past clients. That's what I did when I first started. Went to all past sellers or buyers that I had any contact with and just said, hey, just so you know, I've just been master certified on this new platform. This is what it's about. This is why it's so amazing. If you have any questions about it, just give me a call and let me know. Or, if you want a home evaluation and see how we could sell your house and you not have pay as little as 0% commission, again, give me a call. So it doesn't have to be that you need to completely be a YouTube master advertiser. You can do it. I mean, just do it the regular way you would any kind of advertising for your services, but this is just an option. This is above and beyond service that anyone would take interest in. So
You guys, I think we've got our questions. I think you've got them. So we will talk about Cat potentially coming up to schedule on Mondays. It's not going to be able to happen next week, unfortunately. Maybe realistically, we can make it happen in 2 weeks. I'm trying to get this corporation done. It's taking a lot of hours to get this thing done so that we can all get into business and help you guys even get more business down there. So absolutely love it. Appreciate everybody. Everybody's got my number, my email. If you don't get something, Kevin, we'll be sending out those links later today. Normalina, Samantha, I'll tell Melvin I'll send it to him too, but he keeps missing my meetings. I'm not going to send him anything else.
Robert,
Yeah.
Robert, before you go, I asked this question a couple of 2-3, maybe a month ago. And I'm glad to hear you're incorporating. Are you going to offer shares to the first line of people that have joined the EZ platform agents?
No, we're not. I don't ever want to go public. I think there's too many shenanigans, too many Right now, we're just talking about getting all the partners into it and their percentages into it and protection modes into it. So everybody's protected. The best investment you can make that all of us, and Michelle hasn't made it, but all of us, well, no, Michelle has 20 seats. Yes, Joey has 20 seats. I have
Okay.
100 seats now. That enterprise program.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's the best way. If you want to make extra money on this program, it's a great way to recruit, great way to hold and retain. Basically, for you guys to know that if an agent wants to get trained, come into the system, it costs them $5,000. And we have a vehicle up until I incorporate that we can actually sell you seats at $500 a seat. And you own those forever. You can bring agents onto them, and every time they sell something on the site, we pay you 10% of the company money. And we built this, it wasn't me that came up with this program, it was Jeff and Paul. And the reason why we did that is to help brokerages stay in business. So it's an investment. It's the guy that we did the test demo on bought 20 seats for $10,000. To date, he's made over a couple $100,000 in less than a year on those seats. And so it's a wonderful way to get, like say, if I had 1,000 seats and I had 100 of them full where people are producing, you'd probably never see me again. I'd be making more of those EXP high thuds. Samantha. Come on, Samantha. Pitch in. Anyways, but it's just way that we can get back. Again, there's some new of you guys have heard me say this ad nauseum, but I think one of people's biggest fears about even getting involved with the company is, you're just going to turn around and sell it to the first yahoo that comes along and yada, yada, yada. I'll tell you what, you guys, I'm not a money grubber. This to me is about saving real estate. This is about, and I can't do it alone. It takes a village. We are a troubled industry that's been run by the good old boys club forever. It's got to stop. The minute that our MLSs started selling out to Zillow, we were doomed. I sat on just because I wanted to, because I have too much time on my hand, I guess. I sat through a Zillow sales demonstration. And the territory that they had left in Seattle was a territory that I'm not comfortable in. I don't think I'd go there after 5 o'clock at night. $17,000 to get 5 to 7 leads a month of buyers. $17,000. Where in the heck is that money going? They're paying our MLSs for those, for our listing leads. Where is that? Why on earth did we settle when we're taking Zillow, Homes.com, Realtor.com, all these companies now that are doing the same thing? Why did NAR settle with that first crop of people instead of fighting it out? Because they don't have the money to fight it. Well, where is all the money? We want to have some fun collectively as a group. We should start a class action, the NAR, and I want an audit. I want to know where that money's going. So, yes, we need to make some money to stay in business. And yes, we will make some money to stay in business. But this is the bigger picture. This is about taking real estate and putting it back into the agent's pockets. And that's, at this point, that is all I care about. I'm not looking to sell the company. I am not looking to do, in fact, I would love my kids and the owners, Joy, Michelle, I'd like to see our kids operate this program. 20 years down the road when we'll all be dead and buried. So I don't have any plans to sell it, and everybody says, yeah, whatever. I don't. I really want to make sure you guys keep growing this thing and you can take care of yourselves. Last thing I need is some money grubber to buy this thing and run everything out of Dodge. Like we almost had happen.
Well,
Last thing
I
I was
can commit. I commend you, Robert, for your stance because you and I've been around long enough. We know pre-Zillow, before Zillow even came into play, where NAR had the ability that Zillow would never have existed. You know, NAR had the ability to do what Zillow does and refuse because they didn't want to be transparent. They wanted to hold everything supposedly close to the chest. Then they sell their brand name, realtor.com. Then, you know, these are the consistent things that we're paying into a group that has over years, and I've seen it. So I know it's not something I'm saying, that have constantly been against its very foundational people, and that's the agents and the brokers. You know, and it's amazing that all this is transitioned over the area, and now Zillow is. And I told a friend years ago, 2 years into Zillow, I said they're going to become a nationwide broker one day, and they're going to take all the business from the rest of us. That's what's going to happen with Zillow. I can see it coming, and lo and behold, the day is up on us. I think it's less than 5 years away. That you know, just with their arbitrary statement that you got 24 hours to get your listing into us, or you'll never be able to list that house with Zillow. Just the fact they're flexing like that because they're in preparation stages to do that. If you're an agent and you're not on Zillow, and I'm talking about the future, you won't be able to sell real estate. I believe that's their absolute plan. So I commend you absolutely 100% for moving this thing, creating and moving this thing to where it is today and into the future.
I absolutely appreciate that, Kenneth. But here's the beautiful part about everybody that's partnered up and joined up with us. I can't do it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in this group, this organization, needs to help with the fight. And the beautiful thing is that, and I think that's the people we've surrounded ourselves with.
Excellent. Excellent.
All right, you guys. Well, I appreciate everybody.
I got a couple last things if you got a minute or two.
Got all here for you. And Kevin's got something to look like. Go ahead, Frank.
You were saying that there's a chance that the name of the company may change. What percentage wise? What's the likelihood of that? And when might that happen?
Well, it will still be EZ Real Estate Platform. We'll still have that going. And again, I only hear this from, they asked me a month ago if I would be resistant to it, and I said no, I wouldn't be resistant. One of the our Facebook page, one of the Facebook pages is easy real estate made easy. So I think easy is branded in our name, and so that was one of the things that they were proposing. Maybe we change it to that or just brand that name, so to speak, Frank. We'll still be EZ Real Estate Platform all the way through. That answer your question?
Yeah, and I got one last thing. My phone just rang, an important call I have to take, but is it possible that maybe Kat could draft up for those of us that have graduated with some type of template or something so we can put out like a press release in our marketplace?
Heck yeah. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah. Well, we're going to be meeting with her. Joy, did she say when we were meeting with her? Or she just said hook her up when we get done.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it was after we're done.
Okay. Michelle, would you send that to Kat?
Sure.
Ask her if we can create something like that. Frank, that is like awesome, man. What I love about you guys.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yeah, awesome. Anybody else? All right, you guys, you're a blessing. Don't ever forget that. Let's go out and capture some business together and have some fun. Leads, she starts making calls tomorrow. So you may be getting a lead sent your way for those of you who have sent us back the stuff and gone through the program. So other than that, have a wonderful week, and we'll see you on Thursday. Oh, see a lot of you on Wednesday. Thanks, everybody.